Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Mr. Roman, and you are watching the Mr. Roman YouTube channel. Today, like I said in the last video, we're going to be talking about the future. But before you can talk about the future, you got to talk about the past, the present. So, past things I've done, obviously, by now, when this video is posted, my world leaders will be done. Right now, I'm literally painting the bases. They're just drying right now. And, you know, in this past year, I did 3 whole armies plus miniatures in between. I painted up an entire force of Death Guard for the Horus Heresy, as you can see. Pretty fun miniature, this Daredeo Dreadnought. I also fully painted my Leviathan Tyranids, plus a couple other kits. So those are all done. I also painted up my Black Templars, such as this guy here. Really happy with this new Terminator kit, by the way. I love the new Terminator scale. They are immense, and they're fun to build. The only problem I have is that the old Terminator kit has like a lot of really good like detailing and filigree. And this new kit doesn't really have that. It looks less detailed and more like utilitarian, which is not for every chapter, or even the Ultramarines, right? So, you know. So yeah, I painted quite a lot this year. Obviously, this was before my YouTube channel was really a thing that I was doing regularly. But it's been a lot of batch painting. And what I really like doing is taking time to paint a single miniature. What does that mean for right now? Right now, I am just itching to build the rest of the Ultramarines I have to build. And I have a lot to build. I've got at least 20, I'm thinking right now, off the top of my head, plus some more. So, first step, I think even maybe before the year ends, is finishing up building some Ultramarines and putting that in the video or something. Maybe I'll make my first short. Who knows, right? Like, just over here, I literally have a miniature that I'm going to convert into an Ultramarine. It's Deathwatch Captain Artemis. And I know he's already technically an Ultramarine successor, but, you know. As I was saying, I really love kit bashing. Here are some of my kit bashes for my Ultramarines that I still have yet to paint. So there's this guy, I kit bashed the Castellan, Black Templars Castellan, into an Ultramarine. It's pretty simple, just basically a head swap and some details being shaved off, but other than that, it's pretty cool miniature. Like I said, it's been a couple days, and I kit bashed Artemis into an Ultramarine Lieutenant for the 6th Company. Pretty happy with how he turned out. And you know, I have the Ancient for the 6th Company as well. He's got the sword scabbard and the purity seal. I think I want to add more to this guy, but yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. Here's some other stuff I'm working on right now. I have my working on an assault squad for 40k/30k. Here's the sergeant. Come on there. No bases yet, because, you know, we're just working on it right now. You know, I've got, like, my desk is really messy. Here's my chaplain, my Terminator chaplain. Really happy with how he turned out. I made a custom apothecary. I kept his arm off for now. But, you know, these are all my 1st Company command squad, so they're unofficial units, right? There's no Terminator apothecary, obviously, but I made one, so. I also made the Terminator Ancient up, just a couple additions here and there. Put the Ultima on his shoulder there. And, my desk is a huge mess right now. I've got the rest of Artemis's parts. I've got his shoulder pad here. I've got some Horus Heresy Space Marines. I've got more Horus Heresy Space Marines. I've got half a Plague Marine. I've got here's some Ordnance Battery part. One singular, one part. I really love kit bashing, and I'm really excited to kit bash. I've been working on it, and I want to do more than just tactical Marines because I don't really have the parts for tactical Marines or large tactical Marine squads. I've got bodies that I've made up, obviously, but I don't have power packs really. So I think the next step in staying with my promise to myself, I'm not buying any miniatures, so tactical squads and stuff like that will have to wait, unfortunately. But, I've got plenty to paint. I've got intercessors at the ass over here. I've got assault intercessors. I've got most of the first company, most of the second, and the rest of the third companies. I've got the rest of my Ultramarines to paint. I'm good for now. But I do have some stuff lined up that I'm really excited to get. Going into 2027, hopefully. If everything goes well. That might be expedited if the channel does well, which I'm not really expecting it to, so we'll keep with the timeline right now. Future-wise, I need to get a couple more paints. I'm going to have to, at some point, get more of this color from my country's discounted miniatures and wargames seller. I'm going to need lots more gold. I'm going to need lots more gray for the bases, black, you name it, and I'm gonna need it. I have this, but this is almost empty because of my World Eaters, which are done now. Here he is in all his bare-ass glory. Demon Prince Booty Cheeks. But yeah, I really, really like the way this guy turned out. He's just such an impressive and imposing miniature next to my normal Space Marines, One issue, I have so many miniatures that I'm almost running out of space for them all to fit comfortably. So it's a lot. I need new shelving units, I think. Also, these are going to get dusty really quickly, so I think I need more closed shelving units, with glass doors and whatnot. Here's a couple of my favorite World Eaters. We got this guy here, which is in the thumbnail of one of my other videos. I really like the way he turned out, especially the muscles and stuff and the way they look with the armor. Right, I have my two heavy bolter guys here, so this is for my Legionary squad. It's just the normal guy, the Havoc body, of course. And then this Havoc using the kit's champion body. Love the way he turned out. Just phenomenal. One more thing before I move on to just blabbering about next year. This is an Ultramarine that I painted quite a while ago. I was really excited about this model. This is my Ultramarines Apothecary Biologus. I am in love with this miniature. I did nothing to it. I thought it was too cool. I tried so hard on the white. This guy took me 4 days to paint. Or maybe 2 or 3. But yeah, I did a red arm because it looks more medical. Love the way he turned out. He's just gorgeous. Amazing model. I love this guy. He's one of my favorites, like, of all time. You know, I tried new things on the gold and the silver, and it looks really well. It fits into my army quite nicely. Now, I know I said one more thing, but this is a miniature that I made a long time ago, back when the company command squad was still around. It had the captain and all really old, like, character bits. So this was my first company champion. Now, believe it or not, this is for the third company, even though I didn't put any red on him. But yeah, this guy is a real simple kit bash. Obviously, you can see it's just the heads and the shoulders, or the head and the shoulders, and the sword, arm, and the loincloth. And like the side of the greaves has the detail, but that's it. This mini, super simple. But that's all it takes. You know, it's just an intercessor, essentially. But it really is just, it's that easy. It's fun. It's, you know, it brings out the creativity in me. Allows me to make my miniatures my own, and I love painting them too. I love painting them, I love basing them. Just so fun. It's actually on the base. It's my first try at non-metallic metal. You might not really be able to see it, but that kind of melta there is supposed to be non-metallic metal. It doesn't really look like it. But yeah, I have tons of Ultramarines just like this one that I kit bash. I could talk for hours about them, but this is not the army video, so we'll just move on. So moving into the next year, I'm going to be painting basically only Ultramarines all year. It's going to be literally all year. You know, screw March from a Crag, screw all the, like, oh, Ultramarines month, oh, Ultramarines suck. Screw you. You know, if Ultramarines are boring, you don't have an imagination. I'm just going to say that as a blanket statement. They're not boring. They have a colorful history. Yes, some of their victories are stupid, I agree. Marnie's Calgar cannot just throw around a fucking Necron obelisk and just survive, or be able to do that, period, gauntlets of Ultramar or not. But I still just love them. Cannot get enough of them, dude. They are my favorite chapter by far, and I would die for them. That's not true, don't kill me, because I like Ultramarines. But yeah, I love Ultramarines, and I'm going to be painting them. There's going to be a lot of blue. A lot of blue. I'm going to be sick of them by the time this year is over, and I'm so ready. I am never putting this army down. And you'll see why in the Ultramarines video. So, we will work on that. I will build up my Ultramarines, and I will paint Ultramarines. I have the first company command squad on my desk because they're the next thing I'm going to paint. You know, there's going to be the chaplain. There's going to be, I have the Horus Heresy Praetor as the lieutenant, not the captain. The Leviathan captain is going to be the first company captain. I have the Leviathan Praetor as a lieutenant, and I'm not gonna do the lieutenant marks. He's just gonna be count as, right? It's a lieutenant in Terminator armor. Those don't exist. So that's the lieutenant. I've got the Terminator Ancient from the Space Marine Heroes kit. That's just perfect. It's perfect. I don't need to change anything. It looks good already. I've got my apothecary. I have my captain and my librarian covered already. We're good in that regard. I have about 30 Space Marines for the first company, and that's it. But I have tons more unpainted, so we'll be good there. Also, in the future, I'm going to buy plenty of Terminators. I'm going to flood the pool with Terminators. So you're going to be like, oh my god, Roman, stop painting Terminators. And I'm going to say, no. And yeah, it's going to be great. I love Terminators. Terminators are so fun. It's just a big stompy guy stomping down the battlefield. He's going to kill you. There's nothing you can do to stop him, unless you are another Terminator or a tank. And even then, if you're a tank, he's going to walk through you. So, yeah. I also have, life stuff to deal with, so bear with me if I don't stick to my video schedule so closely, but I'm gonna try at least a video every 2 weeks. I've gotten some advice from a friend of mine. He says to put more videos out, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We're making more videos. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a fun time. I really, really want to have fun with this whole YouTube thing, and I think that it is going to be very, very entertaining to see just how far I can take this. It's a passion project, I guess. It's not just a hobby. I guess this whole YouTube thing is going to be a passion project of mine, because I want to learn how to edit. I want to learn how to use different editing softwares like DaVinci. CapCut is the one I've been using primarily for now. There's just stuff I want to do. And the YouTube is going to be like the main crux of that. When I post a video, that's like the finished art form. But art isn't just the finished product. It's the whole thing. So you get to see the finished part, but just know that in each video, I've sat and I've talked to people. I've bonded with my sisters over this. I've grown closer to a couple friends because of this. I love YouTube right now. I think it's great. And I'm going to continue to do that as long as I see fit. I have no reason to stop right now. And I don't think I'm gonna in the next year at least. So let's hope this is a good one, huh? Other than that, there's not really much to talk about. I'm just kind of low on bits. So, let the painting begin, I suppose.